Hello again guys, in this video we'll learn about the conditional statements and the iterative statements. What are conditional statements? These are the statements which will execute only if a certain condition is true or false. How do we implement them? For that we have two options, if else and switch. Let's look at if else first. For that I'm going to create a new class, channel name conditional statements, and remember no spaces, class name. Let's make a variable int a equals to 5 if a equal to 1, then this, else this. Alright, as the value of a is not 1, it will go to else and print 5. If I initialize it 1, it will print a. We can continue this using the if else if ladder. If a greater than 1, then this, else this. Oops. B, so I ensure is -6, and it will print C. Alright, we can also let me do this. If a equal to 1 and b equal to 6, then this. For that, if we put and, then both the condition must be true, and b greater than 1, else this. Now it will print b. Oh, sorry, see, as a is -6. Now b. Alright, if I put or not here, here, oops, or it will print a as, or in or only one condition has to be true. Now let's look at switch a, case 1. If the value is of a is 1, then it will execute case 1 and print a. Remember the break statement, or I'll show you what will happen if you don't put the break statement. Case 2, b, sorry, case break, now default, alright, can I indent it? Now it will print C. In switch statement you can't put two conditions together, or these can be integer values or character values depending on you. Now let's remove these break statements and see what will happen. Case 1 not true, it will come to case 2, not true, it will come to case 6, it's true, so it will print C, and then it goes to default, which, as it found no break statement, it will continue its execution. If I initialize a equals to 1, then it will print all a, b, c, and none. Alright, these are the conditional statements. Now let's look at the iterative statements. Moving forward to our iterative statements now. You see, what do we do when we want to execute a certain number of instructions a number of times? Do we have to write the code again and again? No. Here comes the use of loops. Actually, loops are the iterative statements. There are three types of loops: for loop, while loop, and do while loop, just like in C++. Let's look at them one by one. Let's print number from 0 to 10 int I equals to 0. It is the initialization statement. You can either declare the variable inside it, or inside the for loop, or outside the for loop. I'll show you some more on this. I less than equal to 10. This is the condition statement. It will check every time it enters into the loop. I plus plus. This is the update expression. It will update the value of I every time. Sorry. Now let's see what happens. It will print from 0 to 1 to 10. So what happened here? When we entered the loop, it initialized a variable I equal to 0, checked the condition I is less than 10, and print it 0. Then it again goes to the for loop statement. It will first increment it. I plus plus is similar to I equals to I plus 1. You can increment I equals to I plus 3. It will print this. Okay. Or you can write I plus equal to 3. These are accepted in Java. It's simple. Sorry. You can omit any number of expressions in this, or all three. Like I'm initializing it outside the for loop and updating it inside it and checking the condition inside it also. It will work. Oops, what happened here? I don't know what's happening here. So okay, now it's correct. All right. In that, every time it executes it, the loop is infinite. Right. Sorry. Now let's look at the while loop and make it as a comment. Int I equals to 0 while I less than equal to 10 or 20. I plus plus. In this loop, we initialize the variable outside the loop, and while entering the loop, we check the condition, and if it's true, it will execute these statements and update the expression. If at the very first line the condition is false, then it won't execute it. It is 0 to 20. If I initialize it 21, it won't run even once. Okay, this is the while loop. Now let's look at the do while loop. Int I equals to 0, do certain number of condition statements I while I less than equal to 10, and remember the semicolon here. In the do while loop, no matter what is your condition, the loop will execute at least once, as the condition is checked when the control is, when it's exiting the loop. Sorry. Oops, I did not update it. Now 0 to 10. If I initialized it 11, it will print 11. As I told you, it will execute at least once. It comes inside this do, prints 11, updates it, and I should be equal to 12, and when it checks the condition, it is false. Let's, oops. Let's make it J. 0 to 10, 0 to 20, then 21. Let's make it 0 and separate them. This is the for loop, this is the while loop, and this is the do while loop. And should be J here. Okay. So these are the conditional statements and iterative statements. I hope you understand them. Thank you. See you in the